I swear to God, it's not easy to finish all the pre-reading because the load is just massive, massive. Yeah, so for you law, it might seem like it's not a lot that you will only have like classes on like 2 days, but it would be like two lessons in one day and it runs full 2 hours. So it's not like how your normal lecture is where you probably have like a 2 hour lecture and you have like 10 minutes in between for a breather. You do not have that 10 minutes breather. You run through full out 2 hours for each and every classes. So it will be like criminal litigation and criminal skills in one day, civil litigation and then civil skills in one day. And then there will be a lot of reading for you to do. Although you have the privilege of not going to uni every single day, but there's a lot of reading that you have to do. And I swear to God, it's not easy to finish all the pre-reading because the load is just massive, massive, and it's very heavy because it's all about the procedures that you need to remember when you are going on for the assessments later. So the most tiring part is just to do the prep work because by covering whatever that you need to read for the classes itself, that is not all. That is only the examiner part. Then you have to cover the materials that they are going to discuss during the classes. Like they will have scenario questions, they would have like an MCQ type of question where you have to go through it just so that you make sure you understand and then you discuss in the classes with your lecturer and then to talk about like, oh, why this is not the correct answer. So it's actually a good thing that they would go through the answers together with you for some of it, because they want you to understand why the answers are correct or why they're wrong and where you can find them. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hui Yi. Next, Elise, what about your day-to-day life so far?
Yeah, so like for me, like I mentioned, since I'm still doing my PLS and masters only right now, so this is just my schedule up till December. So I'm not really sure like how the official bar will be for me next year, but I think you can just take Hui's words, like it's probably even more intense. But as for me right now, it's we have 2 classes a week, and each class runs for about 2 hours. But the structure of it, essentially, for those of you who maybe have never heard about how like a bar course works, is essentially we don't have lectures, we only have workshops. So think of it as before the workshop, you have a whole bunch of readings, a whole bunch of like content to cover by yourself. So essentially you are self-learning and digesting all the information by yourself. And then you have a practical task that you have to complete. And then the practical task will then be discussed in the workshop across the entirety of the 2 hours. And that is when you will learn how to apply whatever knowledge you've learned. So when Hui tells you that there's a lot of things to read, that's true because you need to know the information. If not, when you go to class, you have no idea what they're talking about because they expect you to learn everything or at least digest everything yourself, and they'll be there to teach you how to apply it. So that's how the bar works. And I think that's why a lot of people say it's really hard, because a lot of times in degrees, we just tend to go to class and just like, like listen a bit and like, like they'll literally spoon feed you, but in here it's different. So that's why, although we only have 2 classes a week, but the rest of like, and I have one more class for masters, the rest of the 4 days a week is spent prepping for those classes. So it's like a non-stop cycle. That's why I have like a bullet journal where I like list down what I'm going to do every single day. If not, it's going to be really hard to keep up. But as long as you just make sure that you finish your prep work before each workshop every day, honestly, you'll be fine. Like, I know like we are saying that it's really hard, it's gonna be really scary, blah, 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 but it's doable. It's not impossible. We just want to make sure that, like you don't go in there thinking that, oh, it's gonna be a breeze when you actually need to put in the work. But if you do, then you'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, totally
Sorry,
with you,
can I
Elise
just
and Hui
add,
Yi.
MT,
Yeah,
let me just put it in like very simplified form for you. In your undergraduate studies, you could probably prepare your tutorial sessions within like one day or that morning. But for bar, you can never prepare in one day. You can never prepare that day morning because there's so many things that you have to go through for you to understand what each and every question is actually asking you about. And if you don't know anything, you'll be very much lost during the session and you just go, what did you just say? Sorry, I don't know. And it's kind of weird that you're asking around because everyone know where everything is and you're just the only one that's like kind of lost throughout the whole session.
Sorry, another thing is attendance is compulsory. I don't know for other bar providers, but for us it's compulsory. Like it's not like your degree where you can just skip class and watch the recording, because like for us classes are not recorded at all. So if you miss it, you miss it. Like that's it. So yeah.